Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get started with some Saturday NBA action brought to you by 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Phoenix Suns against the Utah Jazz. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
Over the course of a long season, injuries will happen. Still plenty of time left, and the race is for those who can endure.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. Markkanen is out there with John Collins. And it's Juzang in at the 3, the small forward. And for Phoenix, Bradley Beal is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Durant. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's Lee in at the 3 spot. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Richards. Rebounded by the Jazz. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
Well, the numbers back up that assertion, no doubt about it. And sometimes it's about, hey, we've got to get on the glass and make sure they're feeling us all night long. They didn't do that.
And Utah has possession. And here's Sexton. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Markkanen. And it's Durant with the rebound. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. That one goes. Count it.
Well, Kevin Durant has an ability to put the ball on the deck and finish off the drive. Prime example there.
Now, here's Sexton. Markkanen a screen on Jones. Outside Collins. Juzang passes to Markkanen. Shoots over Richards. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Boy, the mechanics of Markkanen's shooting is just so pure. You feel like it's going down every time he shoots it.
Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter. And he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Durant. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. Shot clock at 3. Fires the 3. Cans it from downtown. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Clarkson bounce pass. Sexton for 3. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Lee passes to Durant. There's the screen to the inside. Stolen by Collins. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Outside, Markkanen. Sexton with it. He's picked up by KD. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Suns shooting their first free throw of the game.
What's up?
The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a three-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
Jones against Sexton. And the shot goes down.
Well, Bradley Beal has become such a good playmaker, finishing through contact. That is beautiful.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Sexton. Right wing. Durant against Collins. Back to Sexton. Teardrop shot. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Outside Beal. Outside Durant. Jones with the screen on Clarkson. Shoots over Clarkson. And the shot falls short this time.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Knocks down the three ball.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Suns leading by 5. Now Jones. Still yet to score. The shot by Beal, no good. Sexton against Jones. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Pass to Richards. They set the pick. Jones, no one around him. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now, Tyus Jones in pick-and-roll action is just so solid, folks. Always makes the right decision.
Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Here's Juzang. From down in the low post, it goes. And it's Jones with the ball for the Suns, leading by 5. Last time they met was in Utah, where they beat the Jazz.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Sexton. Averaging 15 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Now, here's Clarkson. 26 points for him last game against Miami.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
Well, this is what you call finding angles to come off in the catch-and-shoot situation. Nice job by Colin Sexton.
Jones with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
He was also an excellent setup man as well. This guy was cutting the defense to shreds with incredible passing.
You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
The first one falls. Well, up and down this Suns roster, Doris. There are guys who can make tough shots.
Kevin, what a luxury to have multiple guys that not only can create their own shots, but also hit shots with a hand in their face with excellent defense. To me, it keeps the floor of their offense very, very high. The other thing they do exceptionally well is they will kill you with the mid-range game.
And so Jones nails both of them. You know, Doris, when you compare the NBA to other major sports, it seems coaches just don't get as much credit for their strategy and their scheming and game plans.
Kevin, I think it's a misconception not only about the coaches, but about the NBA specifically, that it's not as complex as other sports. There's so much depth to this game. It is in a constant state of evolution. Once you think you've got the NBA down, I'm promising you it's going to evolve to another direction. This misconception is flat wrong.
Jazz trail by 8. Here's Sexton. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And that one good from Clarkson. Clarkson's got 5.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
And here's Jones. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Pass to Richards, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the Jazz with possession here, following the score by Phoenix. Here's Sexton, out to Clarkson. With the drive, the open look here for Sexton. Again, the Jazz score.
Clarkson has always had the ability to find teammates. That's a pretty pass.
Outside, KD. Sexton against Jones. Here's Beal. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Free throw, no good for Beal. Of course, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
Juzang, the basket good off the assist from Sexton. Juzang's got 5 now.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammates. Sexton is a quality floor general.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. Hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Bol, he's checked in for Nick Richards. Grayson Allen comes in for Lee. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jones. On the free throw, no good. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. Taking a look at Phoenix. They're 4th in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And checking out Utah. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now. And Utah making a change here. George is checked in. O'Neal up top, covered by Martin. Here's Bull. And a miss there on the triple.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Wide open. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Bull is screen on George. Bounce pass from Beal. Bull can't hit. Utah trailing here. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Doris, you think back to the Suns in the NBA Finals not too long ago. How quickly things can change in this NBA.
Wow. Kevin, success in the NBA is fragile, it's tenuous, and it's never guaranteed despite past success. The Suns shook up their core after losing in the finals, just trying to get over the hump. But that delicate balance obviously hasn't worked out. They're competitors in the West, but can they get to the ultimate prize?
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Sexton. Martin with the screen for Sexton. He's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. The Suns #1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Durant's checked in for Bull. And it's Cody Martin in for Beal. Then for the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen comes in for Filipowski. And it's Collier in for Colin Sexton.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, KD. Shoots over Markkanen. And it's Durant missing. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. To the wing on the left. Here's Sensabaugh. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you'd better be ready to put a body on somebody.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Morris against George. O'Neal outside. Here's Morris. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You love the aggressive play inside from Monte Morris.
Utah has gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Pass to Sensabaugh. Martin with a screen on Martin. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And both free throws good for Martin. Suns trail by 4. Morris outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. KD finds Morris. Now O'Neal. Just 5 to shoot. KD's shot is off. Utah leading by 4. Pass to George. Here's Sensabaugh. Yes, that goes in. Sensabaugh's got 9.
You can see Keontae George, a guy who can score it, but that ability to pass and complement that scoring, so critical.
24 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Durant deciding where to go with it. O'Neal a screen on Markkanen. Latrey. The shot that time, not on target. No good that time. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. Durant is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Cody Martin. Then it's Morris. And it's Allen in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns. They trail by 6. And it's Martin missing. Utah's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Sensabaugh, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And the call will be on Keontae George. That is his first foul of the game. Martin finds O'Neal. Back to Martin. O'Neal outside. Martin up top. Clock at 4. Allen passes to O'Neal. Here's Martin. Utah with the rebound. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sensabaugh. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Sensabaugh has got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. And a chance here to check out some stats for Kevin Durant.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. George against Morris. Outside Durant. Over Markkanen. And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Kevin Durant.
One of the most efficient two-point shooters in the history of the game, Kevin Durant from the mid-range.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 4th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers, always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Here's Collier. Hasn't made one yet. George, no good. And Doris, when you take a look at someone like Royce O'Neal, what do you see?
I mean, so many things, Kevin. There's great intangibles with this young man. Hard worker, incredibly smart defensively, versatile defensively, and he's so often matched up against the opponent's best scorer and relishes it. I love that.
And here is Markkanen after the three-pointer from KD. Markkanen against KD. Shoots over KD. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Well, given Markkanen is 7 feet tall, feeding him on the interior is probably a good decision. That's a nice touch by the big man.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Allen passes to Morris. Floats one up. Rebounded by the Jazz. Martin with it. And it's Martin picking him up to the middle. Here's Sensabaugh. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Outside Martin. KD on the wing. Shoots over Markkanen. And the wing jumper offline. Utah leading by 5. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Martin. Sensabaugh, no good. Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Allen kicks to O'Neal. Out to KD. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Sunday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Wednesday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
And you know, for that Pelicans game, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Nick Richards, he's checked in for Phoenix. Tyus Jones comes in for Monte Morris. Basket counts.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Suns trail by 7. Jones, the pass to O'Neal. Back to Jones. From the arc. Utah with the rebound. Sensabaugh's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to George. Here's Sensabaugh. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And now a 9-point Utah lead.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
A kick out to O'Neal. Off the mark and the drought continues. The Jazz have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Shot by Collins, no good. And KD's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
And here's Clarkson following the 3 from Kevin Durant. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to George. Here he goes. And it's KD with the rebound. KD's got 6 rebounds here tonight. O'Neal with it. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Jazz leading by 3. Here's Sensabaugh. Guarded by O'Neal. It's Collins, high post. KD's on him. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Damian Lee, he's checked in for Phoenix. Beal comes in for Allen. Then for the Jazz, Juzang's checked in. And it's Sexton in for Jordan.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Sexton attacking. And Durant sends it back.
I think it's probably the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's game. He's elite defensively and sends that shot back.
Beal, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
There's the pick to the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Terrific handle right there by Beal. Comes off the pick with his head up, looking for his teammates.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. The Suns, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Utah leading. Now, here's Sexton. He's got 5. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside Collins. Markkanen sets the pick for Collins. They get it back. Markkanen can't get it to go.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Jones looking for an opening. Here's Richards. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
This is why you want Tyus Jones on your roster. Someone who can facilitate the offense, someone who makes the guys around him better.
Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Here's Sensabaugh. 17 points in the game. Pass to Markkanen. Baseline try. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Beal finds KD. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 3 assists tonight.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Now, here's Sexton. Over to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Collins. The Jazz with another miss.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket. What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Phoenix has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Outside, Beal. Pull from the top of the key. Rebound, Utah. Markkanen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Sexton against Jones. Sexton with the bounce pass. 4 on the shot clock. Collins dishes to Sexton. Good. Sexton's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Looking for Beal. He gets it there. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
clearly he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Utah has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Now, here's Sexton. 7 points in the game, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
And here we have the numbers for Markkanen. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 18 points per, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he brings it for them every game on the offensive end.
Well, I think you can tell he relishes this role, being the catalyst on the offensive end, night in and night out.
Martin with it, guarded by KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sexton. The rebound by Richards. Phoenix has gone 4 of 7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Over Martin. The shot by KD. No good. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula. The great one, Kevin Durant.
George against Beal. Outside, Sexton. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lee against Sexton. Jones in the post. Pass to Richards. 18 feet out. And it's Utah with the rebound.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers. And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Phoenix has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. George against Beal. Fires from way outside. And the rebound goes to Martin. Martin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Sexton with it. Jones covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Colin Sexton. Forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
The Jazz have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Colin Sexton, I mean, great athleticism, unbelievable quickness, but there is an intensity that pours off this guy nightly that you have to admire.
And the Suns making a change here. Martin's checked in. He hits the second from the line. 23 seconds left now here in the second. Jones against Sexton. Outside, Jones. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Jones has got his second basket of the night. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
I just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job, I think, being big in the paint, making things tough there. We got to finish it with the board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, folks, for the Phoenix Suns tonight. They're looking at what should be a good battle in a game that's still up for grabs. Well, it doesn't get much better than this, fellas.
Are you joking? It could be much better. We had something other than veggies and hummus at the craft service table, Kenny.
Yes, indeed, but I love those veggies. But I have to agree with Shaq. The food options here, Ernie, are starting to lack.
It's always about food with you two, and I'm a big hummus fan. And taking a closer look at that first half, how about Kevin Durant?
Well, he's been absolutely locked in from range, something my man Kenny knows about. Ain't that right, Jet?
Are you talking about me? Oh, I didn't even know. You talking about three-point shooting? Locked in?
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Utah trailing here. Taking a look at the Jazz. Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. Collins is out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Juzang in at the 3. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 5 assists in the game. And here are the Suns now. Now Jones. Inside. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Juzang. And the Jazz, another 3.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Jones kicks to KD. Beal deciding where to go with it. Drills the elbow jumper. Beal's got 15 points.
Well, this is the sweet spot of Bradley Beal's game. That in-between, that mid-range jumper is money.
Jones against Sexton. Clock at 6. Here's Clarkson driving in. Phoenix grabs the miss. Beal's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lee passes to Beal. Jones with it. Unloads from 13. Outside for Beal. They double-team Beal. Lee outside. It's Durant on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Sexton against Lee. The shot by Sexton, no good. Suns trail by 3. Outside, Beal. Pass to Jones. Durant in the corner. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Clarkson for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Clarkson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
For Phoenix, they've gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Lee kicks to Durant. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Collins passes to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Misses the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Beal. Shoots over Clarkson. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Beal's got 17 now.
Boy, when Beal's effective inside, he can change the tenor of the game for his team.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Well, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at Durant, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year of some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And with that shot, the Jazz lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Richards.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Clarkson with the ball. He's got 11. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Utah.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And another theme in this game to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
It's Jones on the wing. There's the triple. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Markkanen's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Sexton the pass to Juzang. Clarkson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up the baseline. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. KD's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Lee. The rebound by the Jazz. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Clarkson passes to Juzang. Back to Clarkson. Here's Juzang, covered by Lee. It's picked off. Poked loose. Clarkson passes to Juzang. Outside, Sexton. And there's the drive. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Well, tremendous scorers want to attack the offensive window because it's easy opportunities typically.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. There's a screen to the middle. Looking for Richards and gets it there. And there it is for him.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Jazz leading by 5. And here's Clarkson. He's got 12. Pass to Juzang. Back to Clarkson. A 3-ball. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And here are the Suns now. Lee outside. And it's Beal in the corner. That one no good. Some solid defense from Clarkson. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Collins trying to break free. They retain possession, and he gets it back. Clarkson finds Collins. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Collins has got the lead up to 10 now for the Jazz. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Suns making a change here. Allen's checked in, and Utah with a change here too. Sensabaugh is checked in. Phoenix has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Jones against Sexton. Now here's Jones. 6 points for him. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple. Jones has got 9 points.
Obviously, any coach would be comfortable giving Tyus Jones the ball in pick-and-roll action. He's just so smart, guys.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Suns trail by 7. Here's Beal. Goes back up. Richards. And he uses the glass on the layup. Richards got 6 in the quarter.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Jones against Sexton. Larkin in a screen on Jones. Clarkson for 3. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
And checking out the numbers for Clarkson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 16 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
Here's Beal. Good, nice job down low. Now just a 3-point Utah lead.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Utah has gone to the three-point shot 8 times already in the second half and hit 4 of them. Larkin in a screen on Allen. Left side, Sexton. Cranes the three-pointer. He's got 13.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Beal, the pass to KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Kevin Durant is such a difficult check, right? You've got to guard against the shot, and this is where he can draw contact and make it so difficult.
O'Neal's checked in for Phoenix. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Jones with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Here's Allen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
One of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
Morris is checked in for Tyus Jones. Durant hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Utah leading. Here's Sexton. He's got 13. Larkin in a screen on Morris. Deep 2 from Clarkson. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Morris looking over the floor. Here's Beal. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for Utah. They've led by as much as 10. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Out to Clarkson. Shoots over Beal. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Clarkson's got 12 points in just the second half. Suns trail by 4. Morris outside. Outside Beal. Three-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Beal's got 9 points now in the quarter.
One of the most consistent scorers in the NBA right now. Bradley Beal doing work.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Howard Sexton. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, guys, when he's at his best, John Collins can be an impact player at both ends of the floor. There's a lot of things this young guy does well.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bulls checked in. Martin's checked in for the Jazz. Keontae George comes in for Clarkson. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Beal against George. Bull, a screen on George. Beal gets a wide open look, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
George passes to Collins. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Here's Sensabaugh, and it's good off the glass. Sensabaugh has got 22.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Up top, Morris. Defended by Sexton. Outside, Beal. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Beal's got 13 points in the second half.
Boy, that is just tremendous concentration from Bradley Beal. Defense all over him, no problem.
And they're on the break for the lead. And Morris with the lay-in. Morris has got his second basket of the night. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Sensabaugh. Drills it from outside.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Sexton with it. Martin wide open. He fires. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. From Footprint Center, back in a moment. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Martin is out there with O'Neal. And it's Durant. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Morris in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Morris against George. Markkanen a screen on Morris. And George kicks to Markkanen. No dice from the high post. Well, Phoenix shooting at 50% in a decent group. Durant uses his size in close.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Utah trailing here. Here's Collier. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Excellent D there from Allen. And so Allen will bring it up now for the Suns. Martin dishes to Morris. The three. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Their next game, playing at home, is the Nets coming to town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. 5 to shoot. Here's Sensabaugh. And once again, off the mark by Utah. And the call will be on Keontae George. That's foul number 2 for him. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Morris. He goes up again.
Well, tremendous job by Markkanen defensively. Use your size to make it tough on that offensive player.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Martin kicks to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the three. And once again, off the mark by Utah. The Suns leading. Here's Durant. In close. Durant gets the bucket.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Collier. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
In the corner, George with it. Sinks the three-pointer.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
The Suns have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Jones checked in for the Suns. Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. To tie it up. Pass to Martin. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And both free throws good for Martin.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And here's George. Driving inside. Markkanen finds Clarkson. No good from outside. Suns leading by 4. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jordan Clarkson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And Allen drops them both. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now, here's Clarkson. In the corner, it's Martin. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And Phoenix has possession. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Durant. And again, it's the Suns missing. Jazz trail by 3. Now Clarkson. Pass to Sensabaugh. Shot clock at 5. And the layup falls. Sensabaugh's got 27.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Allen surveying the D. Down low, O'Neal. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And the Suns lead by 3.
Kevin Durant sees the game as well as any player. With his size and vision, that combination is lethal.
Pass to Martin. Here's Sensabaugh. Martin with a screen on Jones. Here's Clarkson. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
The Suns have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Allen outside. Outside, Martin. There's O'Neal with the 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got 7 rebounds in the game. Clarkson outside. Pass to George to take the lead. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Martin wide open. He fires from outside off the mark. Utah's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now George. Clarkson outside. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. KD's shot is good.
Yet another monster night for Kevin Durant, one of the best scoring forwards in the history of the game.
Jazz trail by 3. George looking around. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's good. This game is all even. Sensabaugh's got 10 points here in the second half. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Some changes for Phoenix. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Royce O'Neal. Damian Lee comes in for Cody Martin. And Beal subbed in for Allen. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now, let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Utah has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Juzang. Rebound by the Suns. Lee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jones finds Richards. Durant for 3. So smooth on the 3 from Durant.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Sexton with it. Over to the left wing. Collins against Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Yeah, Colin Sexton showing you right there. He's got strength to play through contact and a whistle.
Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Utah trailing here. Pass to Markkanen. Clarkson with the ball. Back to Markkanen. Outside Collins. Here's Juzang. Drills the three-pointer. And the Jazz lead by 1.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Outside Durant from outside the arc. Utah with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Phoenix has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And Jones pulls it down.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. Challenging this D with the 3-ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
Utah has gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Lee. Back to Markkanen. Shoots over Richards. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Suns leading. Lee against Sexton. To the inside. Here's Beal. And the layup's good off the glass. Beal's got 33 points.
Oh, key bucket from Beal. How about that under pressure?
Clarkson taking his time here. Pass to Sexton. Great D that time from Durant. Phoenix leading by 4. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Durant's got 16 here in the second half.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
Clarkson passes to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. It's the first, and that brings them within 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
He doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
They set the pick. Jones, the pass to Richards. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
A few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
In the corner, Collins with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
With confidence, step up in the big moment. We see you, John Collins.
Here's Beal. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Collins grabs the miss. Jazz trail by 4. Here's Clarkson. Outside Collins. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Markkanen. Shoots over KD. Money! And he has brought then to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Sexton against Jones. Clarkson for three. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to KD. Over Collins. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with the win. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finishes that continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much. KD, a great individual performance for you. The game looked easy for you out there.
Well, my teammates, they played so well tonight, setting everybody up. And I knew it was winning time, so I just tried to be aggressive.
And that aggressiveness led to another win, man. Appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Kevin Durant.